Okay, hopefully that's synced. Hello everybody! I have just hit 50,000 subscribers, which is wow. Thank you so much for subscribing if you have. In true YouTube tradition, I'm going to do a Q&A. I asked you guys on both here and on Discord to send me some questions. If you didn't know, when I hit 20,000 subscribers, I did do another Q&A, so if you haven't watched that one yet, it'll be in this general vicinity. I'm going to try and answer as many questions as I possibly can, but I want them to be different to the previous videos, so if you haven't seen that one already, go and check it out. So let's just get to it. I didn't hit the microphone that time. How many colours has your hair been? It's been a lot of colours. Some of them I haven't intentionally gone. So like I've never intentionally dyed my hair black, but it has been black. I've also never intentionally dyed my hair yellow, but it's been yellow. It's also been green, and I've never intentionally dyed it green. I have dyed it teal, but not green. So probably most colours I've been in the span that I've been dyeing my hair, which has been since I was like 11 years old. That's a good 13 years, so a lot. Do you watch anime? If so, what's your favourite? So I do watch anime, just not as regularly anymore. I don't know if I have a favourite. There's so many that I just can't even think of their names. What were the first ever videos when you first made your channel back in 2011? This is really difficult to believe, but there are none. There are no privated videos on my channel apart from the live streams that you guys have seen me do. There's none. There's none on this channel. I did have an old channel, but that is completely deleted from the internet because that was back when YouTube first started. But no, there's nothing on this channel. What you see, that's every video. That's every video I've ever made. I'm sorry, I'm really disappointing. Did you have any jobs? I'm assuming you mean in the past. If so, yes. All the jobs I've had are retail. I don't know if I'm allowed to name them, but 2 of which were like computer type shops. And the other was a furniture shop. And I also worked in the cafe inside that furniture shop. So yes, I have had previous jobs and they were all retail, which means I've dealt with the public a lot. There's probably lots of stories I could tell you, but I don't know if I'm allowed. Do I like Star Wars? Yes. Yes, I love Star Wars. I do have opinions on the last 3 movies, but in general, yes, I really like it. I can't say I'm one of those fans where I know absolutely everything about everything, but I like it a lot. That was annoying. My memory card just filled up. Ah! Oh my gosh, and I just kicked the tripod. Everything's going wrong. It's a disaster. What was the first game you played that made you love gaming, and why did you like it? Probably a Pokemon Stadium game. We used to play them when I was young on the N64, and that's probably what got me into it. Just from then on, I really liked video games. But it also could have been Iggy's Wrecking Balls, I'm not gonna lie. Favourite Disney direct-to-video sequel? Lady and the Tramp 2. I know that's a really odd choice, but yeah, that's my favourite. How old are you? When did you decide to do YouTube, and do you do YouTube full-time? I'm 24. When did I decide to do YouTube? I decided to do YouTube last year, but officially this year was when I fully cracked down and was like, no, I'm gonna try. I've always wanted to work in social media, and I love editing and things like that, and I just thought this is the best route to go down. And yes, I do YouTube full-time. This is now my full-time job. Thank you very much for making that possible. I'm really appreciative. That sounded really passive-aggressive. I am genuinely appreciative. If you could choose one non-Nintendo property for Animal Crossing to do a collab with, what would it be? Oh, Square Enix with Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy. I think that would be really interesting. Or maybe Disney. Those 2 would probably make some really good furniture items. Just imagining it now. What gender are you attracted to? I saw quite a few of these questions. So I identify as bisexual. All genders are fine with me. I will say on the scale of it, and I do believe that all sexualities, there's a scale to it. I'm probably more bisexual than biromantic. I find it a lot easier to create a connection with people who identify as male than I do with people who identify as female, but I'm not ruling that out. It could just be that I've met the wrong women. What type of education do you have? I'm assuming what you mean is how high my education goes. If so, then I never went to university, so the highest English qualification I have is an A-level equivalent BTEC in media and also drama, but I never did the second year of the drama, so I've only got first year. So that's as high as my education goes. I don't have any degrees. Personally, on the side, I'm choosing to learn Japanese. I don't get a qualification from doing the lessons. If I choose to go forward and do the Japanese language proficiency test, then I will get a certificate to say that I can speak Japanese at a native level. But that is a long way off. Basically A-levels. That's as far as I've got. Where is your name from? As in my YouTube name or my real name? Because my real name is Kirsten and that is a Danish name, I want to say. It's that Scandinavian kind of area. But my YouTube name, because I did see a question about that, is from combining my name with something to do with games. Weirdly, Kirsten isn't included in a lot of video games. I used to get called Chris a lot because Kirsten, Kristen, always the same. So people used to jokingly call me Chris as a nickname. The Pokemon Krisselia kind of worked, so that's why it's Krisselia. Apparently it's also the German spelling of Krisselia, but I don't know. Please confirm that for me if you're German. What do you enjoy the most about making videos / motivates you to make them? I have opinions and I want people to listen to them. Also, I just really like editing, so that's probably a good motivator. And it's fun. It's just fun. It helps if I'm really passionate about the thing I'm talking about, because that gives me more of a motivation to see what other people's opinions are as well, because I like to branch out and see if people disagree. I have a fascination to know if people have the same opinions as me. When's the next Ooblets? When I find the save file. If another Ooblets video is something you'd really like, please let me know in the comments. Because I do have enough footage, I think, from that last recording session to make a second video, but at the moment, probably stream it over making videos over it. But let me know. What are your thoughts on the Disney remakes? I've been tempted to make a video about this if you actually want to see that, because I'd love to talk about them, because I do have a lot of thoughts. I've been watching them with two of my friends, like we try to make time to watch them all together. We have yet to see Mulan, but I have a lot of opinions on different ones. So if that's a video you want to see, let me know. Overall, so far, I think they haven't been great. Have you ever watched the Animal Crossing movie? If so, what's your thoughts on the film? Yes, I first watched it on the Wii. Do you remember when you could access the internet on the Wii and you could go onto YouTube? I first watched it on there, and that was back when you had to watch it in parts. And then since then, I have watched it loads of times. I love the Animal Crossing movie. I really, really love it. Made me wish we could be more like I and live more in the Animal Crossing world. Weird question, but what's your favourite utensil? I like this question. My favourite utensil is, I'm gonna have to put a picture of it like here. It's from IKEA, and it's a like fork thingy that you use to stir your food with in a saucepan. That's my favourite utensil. It was my favourite thing that I've ever bought. But I have one! What is / was your favourite and least favourite school subject? My favourite was English and my least favourite was maths. I also really enjoyed drama when I eventually got to do that at GCSE level, but I am terrible at maths. All kinds of maths, mental maths, all of it. Just can't do it. Did you expect to get this many subs already? Absolutely not. This is out of my imagination. I didn't even think I would have 10k subs. I didn't even think I'd have 500 at this point, but I'm really proud of myself, but also incredibly thankful anybody who's decided to subscribe. It's changed my life and made me realise I could do something I always wanted to do. So thank you so much. Best pasta shape. I'm really boring in like penne pasta, but I also like shells. I can't remember what they're called, but I like them. I just like anything that can scoop my sauce into it. What do I think about the next gen consoles, Xbox Series X/S, PS5? I'm probably gonna get a PS5, but probably next year. I didn't even try to pre-order them because I think my Xbox journey is over. Which is really sad, but I think I have a PC and Xbox aren't really offering me anything that I can't get on my PC, which is really, really good, but that then means I'm probably going to spend my money on a PS5 for the exclusives, and honestly, the last few years, the most enjoyed games I've had were PS exclusives. I think if you don't have a computer though, the Xbox is a really good deal. Have I had any experience with animation? I actually have. I had to do it as part of my course, and what I realised is I suck at it. That's my experience. I did a 2D animation as part of a project. It was a group of 3 of us that ended up doing it. We actually remade a comic strip into a animation for our grade. I wish I could find it for you, but I don't know where it is, and I don't think they allow you to have access to it unless you have the links. I think all of those are unlisted videos specifically for the college, and also it was almost 10 years ago. And just as a final thing, because I got asked a lot about my cats, they are called Frisky and Tiger. Unfortunately, I only have one of them in the room, but I will grab her. I've just woken her from a nap and I feel really bad about it. Oh. She is a girl. They are, oh my goodness, almost 15 years old. Are you 15? Are you 15? I think you're 15, aren't you? I think they're 15. And they are just moggy cats, which basically means they don't have any breed to them. They were born from a tortoise shell. I was there when they were born. I watched them be born. It was very exciting. There you go. There she is. Just for the video. She's very moody at me. I'm gonna put her down. Anyway, that's all the questions I'm going to answer for today. Thank you so much for putting one in if you did. If you didn't get your question answered, I'm really sorry. There were so many. I always think when I put these things out, I'm only going to get like 5 and then I get loads. I still haven't got it into my head that like 50,000 of you watch me. It's never going to go in. I'm sorry. But thank you so much if you did put a question in. I will probably do another one of these at another milestone. So if you didn't get your question answered, you can ask it again. Like this video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment down below of anything you want to comment down below, subscribe to see more from me, follow my Twitter and my Instagram if you want to see what else I get up to. You can join the Discord, which the link will be down below, if you want a fun, wholesome time, and I'll see you next time. Bye!